Hey crew, it's Bit, and I'm back with a game update. Today we're going to be in Unreal. I'm going to show you all around at what we've been doing, where I have been spending a great deal of my time. That's why the content has slowed down a little bit on the channel, is because we are in here. Everything you see inside of here is part of the program that I bought. It's called Ascent Combat Framework, which handles a lot of the basics for me. I have had to do a lot of back-end stuff, creating tags and make sure everything works together in the way that it's supposed to, and we've got good progress. Let's go ahead and do a quick demo of where I'm at, right? So what we have, I think we had last time the talent screen. This is our talent screen. This is not the final UI. I've got a good guy working on this. He's dealing with some family problems right now, so it's going to slow down a little bit there, but that's all good. We have our resistances and our damage screen. This holds our base stats. And we now have a spellbook. This is where I've been working on spellbook. And what I can do here is set actual spells and variations of them. This is not the final UI. So this is not the final icons for the spells. But this is me implementing all the spells into spells that you can actually shoot. Right? Different size spells. And they hit things now. We now are able to hit things. The only spells I currently have hooked up are the air spells. But these spells also scale. If you go into our panel here, we're going to add 10 to air because we're using air spells, and we're going to confirm that, and we'll pop out of there. And then now if we cast the same spell, we went from 50. That is, gonna make me look like a fool. Did that not take? What's going on? Maybe it was at 30 and it went to 40. Huh? Now we're at 50, so we're gonna go confirm that, and we should be at 60 now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it scales according to where you invest your talent points, which is the point of the game, right? As you progress along, I have the actual attack turned off, but because of the spells. So you can see the different spells scale at different rates. This is not the final scales. This was the smallest air spell and the largest air spell. This is not final stats, but they work, right? How amazing is that? How awesome is it that I got free on the internet and learned how to make? Well, let's look at one we can actually see. I learned how to make this. This is my spell. I created this spell that creates this airball that you throw at things. I had help with the implementation, right? The collisions come from Ascent Combat Framework, but working together with the resources that I bought and the resources that I'm creating, we've got a spell. And now all I've got to do is iterate it, right? But iteration is going to take a little while, so we have, this is the elemental spells you see on the screen, and this is the base, right? The first 4 from each class. There are 4 classes of elemental spells. You have air, fire, water, and earth. Well, we're going to have an air ball, something you can throw, an air wall, because crowd control is going to be very important in this game. You're going to have an air dot or heal over time, depending on which class of spell it is, and an air ground effect, which is like an AoE. Everybody's going to have, like, each one of the spell classes is going to have something of that nature, and we're going to have a bunch of spells to play with, y'all. I have a lot of implementation left to do. I've got to make my action bar work. Like, if you noticed, whenever I did my spell book here, I can put these into this action bar, no problem. All of these work like they're supposed to. I got to fix that button, but all of these work like they're supposed to. And we can cast the spell like we're supposed to. I don't have all of the spells fleshed out, but it's not transferring to my action bar in my actual HUD, and I've got to figure out what I'm doing wrong there. But things are coming along, and it's coming along great. Where we're at now is we're going to be making iterations of these spells. So I'm going to be starting first with all 4 of the elemental balls. You'll have an air ball, a fire ball, a water ball, and an earth ball. And these are things that you throw at people. And then we're going to make the walls where you can summon a wall over here and crowd control yourself from this direction. And then we'll work on our way on through all the different classes of spells and all the very many different iterations. Now, 2 pages of this, like this is a page over here, right here. If I can make it pop up there, that's a page. This is a page, right? So 2 pages are weapon skills. 1, 2, 3, 4 pages are spells. And there's going to be a lot of things that you can invest talent points in and develop your character over time, because it's going to be a long process, right? We're going to have a lot of content in it. We're going to have a lot of things to do for a good bit of time. And it's going to be fun, and we're going to get to play with a lot of different types of spells. I get to create a whole bunch of different types of spells. This is going to be time consuming, but it's going to be worth it in the end, right? That's about all we've really got going on for right now, but I just wanted to pop in and let y'all know. And like, the vault system's a big deal because we're going to be able to go 3D with it, right? We're not going to have a linear battlefield. We're going to have a battlefield that goes up and it goes down, and we're going to be able to progress up and down as we need to, without a lot of the stuff that you see in Skyrim where you have to go around the obstacles. We're going to be able to climb up like you would in Assassin's Creed. We're going to have a lot of interaction, find things type of stuff, because I like that old school Zelda where you put a bomb and it blows a hole in the wall and you find a cave behind it. I like that type of shit. Old school Doom where you walk around and you hitting the button and the wall opens up and there's shit inside of it. I love it. That's absolutely great to me. So there's going to be a lot of that in here too. I know this isn't a very long update. This is just a quick pop in. This is where I'm at. This is what we're doing. It's coming together. I'm doing some outlining on the story stuff. I'm working with figuring out what assets are going to be used and what the map final is going to be looking like. I changed a little bit from the last time, but not enough to really get into talking about in this one, because map development's a little bit farther down the road once I get these spells in place and I can run around and see how I can interact with the terrain. That's going to make a big difference. But other than that, that's where we're at on Tiamat's Labyrinth. This is coming together quite nicely. I'm still looking towards the end of this year being in an alpha beta stage. Hopefully we'll be working with something by then. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, I love you. You are perfect, whole, and complete, just the way that you are. And this has been Pitt. Peace.